All right, man. Welcome to the podcast. Today, I'm about to get into March Madness. Pre-March Madness, the tournament starts today. I'm gonna be covering both men and women's. We got an exciting March. It was a good college sports. Baseball is doing well. Football was great. College basketball is gonna be a good tournament. It's gonna be good. Both tournaments are gonna be good. The women's tournament is pretty much wide open. I'll be back with more episodes covering the tournament, but I wanted to give y'all who I thought were teams to watch for, who my Final Four is, and my prediction on who will win each. So, let me first start by talking about the men's bracket and talking about my team, which is North Carolina. I think North Carolina could make a deep run. I think they could surprise people, and they could sneak themselves into a deep push, right? I'm not saying this is a Cinderella team, more of a team that can beat some higher seeds if they can get hot, right? They're led by RJ Davis, who's been the heart of this team, clutch player, experience, and has been leading North Carolina in this late season surge, right? They've won 6 of their last 7 in ACC play and had to fight their way in. You know, that hunger, it really does matter in March. Their fast-paced, perimeter-focused style is hard to guard when they're hitting shots. If we can hit shots, we can beat anybody. When North Carolina plays loose and confident, they could really upset anybody. So don't be shocked if we could get past a few higher seeds. There, I'm not delusional. I don't think we're gonna win it. I would love for us to win it. I'm rooting for us to win it. But we're not a favorite to get it done. Let's talk about those favorites. This is my Final Four. These are my Final Four matchups, and I'll talk about each game briefly. Michigan State versus Florida. Yes, I got Michigan State getting there. Florida getting there. Michigan State's edge, right, is their elite defense, rebounding, and of course Tom Izzo. Tom Izzo's one of these mainstay coaches. He's always in a tournament. Their team's always ready to go. He usually gets more out of them than we all expect. And I expect this Michigan State team to be in the Final Four. I do. All right. Jace Richardson breaking out late, adds scoring depth. And he's big. He's big. Like, he's a big piece to their success. I think he continues to do well. And I think he'll have a great tournament. And because of that, they'll reach this Final Four matchup against Florida. But Florida is a buzzsaw offensively. Number 1 rated offense in the country, averaging 85 points per game. Yeah. Walter Clayton Jr. at point guard has been a difference maker, and they've beaten elite teams. I think Florida will overwhelm Michigan State with scoring in depth. Right? So I think Florida will reach the final. I think a lot of people think they'll reach the final. One of the most balanced teams we've seen in recent years, and definitely I think this year. But there is another team that is very, very balanced too. On the other side, the other 2 teams that I think will make the Final Four, Duke and Houston. I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee gets out of there too and makes it to the Final Four. But I really like Houston, right? They're tough, physical, and now they have an offensive attack that they pair with their defense, right? LJ Cryer, Milos Uzan, and they got one of the best transition attacks in the country, right? I think that's why they make it to the Final Four. But Duke is just different this year. They got one of them ones. Cooper Flag, he's that guy. And not only Is he good offensively? He's very good defensively. So him being able to protect the paint, spread the floor, knock down shots in the perimeter, and attack. He's just too versatile. Right? Duke is top 3 in offense and defense this year. Their roster is deep. They were able to handle North Carolina, right? Even when he got hurt. They're an efficient team. I think Duke wins a tough matchup. It'll be a good game, but I think they advance to the final against Florida. And I think there in that game, Duke's defense slows Florida down. And Cooper Flag is the X factor. He'll control the tempo and leads them to a title. I think Duke wins this tournament, and it's going to be because of Cooper Flag and just that Duke brand. This is one of their best teams, and it's hard for me to say this because, of course, I'm a North Carolina fan, but I love sports. So as much as I hate Duke, I respect them. This is a great team. I expect them to win it this year. Cooper Flag, I like his game. I really enjoyed watching him play. I wish he came to North Carolina, but he didn't. It sucks. It's like that. But yeah, I got Duke winning it, man. All right, let's get to the women's bracket. All right. I mean, the women's side is going to be so fun because there's like 6 teams that could win it, right? I'll talk about a few of these teams. USC could win it. South Carolina could win it, of course. UConn can win it. That's 3. Texas could win it. That's 4. Notre Dame can win it. That's 5. UCLA can win it. All 6 of these teams, they have the talent. They're all different. They have the coaching, and they all played well. They all can win this tournament. So this is going to be a great this might be one of the best tournaments we've seen on the women's side in a few years, for sure. I want to talk about Notre Dame and why I think they can make a deep run, just like I talked about North Carolina. They got 3 elite guards, right? Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles, and Sonia Citron. They play with tempo, defense, and they can score from multiple spots. Right? They led ACC in scoring, and they got deep tournament experience. Don't be surprised if I'm wrong about my Final Four picks, and Notre Dame is here. Right? It's hard for me to even say what I'm about to say because I love UConn and I love Paige. I don't think they make it to the Final Four. And again, I'll have more episodes and I'll drop more content as the tournament continues. I'll cover the games. But yeah, I don't think UConn makes the Final Four. Why? Because I got these 4 teams in. I got UCLA playing USC, right? That's going to be big in the Final Four. UCLA strength, their size, their balance. They have elite post play with Lauren Betts, one of the best players in the country. But USC has Juju Watkins, right? And a great supporting cast. When Kiki went from Stanford to USC, I was excited last year because Juju got somebody that can run with her. And I just really believe in this USC team. I really believe in Juju and Kiki. Like, I really like them. Raya Marshall is also nice. Like, right? And I really believe Juju is the leader of this team and the leader in college basketball right now, as far as players go. She'll be great in the WNBA. I think USC wins behind Watkins' dominance. She's kind of a lot like Cooper Flag, and she plays. She can do everything, right? She could defend the rim, even so. It kind of mirrors my it kind of mirrors Duke and USC. I see similarities. I don't know if anybody else sees it like this, but that's how I do see it. You understand as I finish. The other two teams, South Carolina and Texas, right? We got South Carolina. Of course, they got Dawn Staley at head coach, best head coach in the game right now. Championship DNA, insane depth, defensive intensity, right? We got Texas with Madison Booker, Rory Harmon. They lead an elite defense. I just think South Carolina's experience will just beat Texas. But I do think Texas will make it to the Final Four, right? We'll have South Carolina versus Texas. South Carolina goes to the championship again. And it'll be a USC versus USC championship. South Carolina versus Southern California in the finals, right? And it'll be star power versus system play. And I think Juju Watkins and Kiki, they show out, and USC wins it all. That's my pick. I think Juju will get it done. I think Kiki will have a great tournament there. It's going to be beautiful out there. There's going to be some great basketball. Again, so I got Duke over Florida in the final. USC over South Carolina in the final for the women's. Let me know who y'all got. Hit me in the comments. Tag me on socials, man. Follow me everywhere if you're listening to this somewhere. CLewXM, that's CLEWXM. That's on TikTok, Instagram, X. Wherever you on content, you can find me. You know, if you listen on YouTube, man, subscribe, like, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know. I know somebody that think UConn gonna make it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? If USC does make it and wins, they have the toughest road because they'll have to go through UConn. Right? Same thing with UConn. I think I think Kiki is gonna really shine. Juju. They complement each other real well. South Carolina has a squad on them. I don't know. I just believe in Juju. Same thing with Duke. I got Cooper Flag dominating. I got him dominating, and that Duke supporting cast is very good. I think they beat Florida. You know what I'm saying? I do, but it's gonna be great games, close games. So appreciate y'all for listening.